Okay, so let's continue for finding the solution for differential equation by using separable variables. So we have seen how to find a general solution. Now we are going to look how to find a particular solution. Basically, it's just the same thing. It's only you have to substitute your x and your y to find your c, and then you substitute back your c into the equation. Okay, faham ke? Kalau tak faham, tak apa. We just go straight to the example here. So we have 1 over x dy over dx is equals to y minus 2 when y 0 is equals to 5. Remember, inside here is your x. Okay, so that means your x is equals to 0, your y is equals to 5. Okay, so let's see. The first step for separable variables is you have to separate your x and your y. So here we have, let's say the question is like this. So very simple, just move yang the denominator ni on the right hand side. Okay, the first thing that you have to do, just move the denominator, all the denominator on the right hand side. That means we will have dy equals to y minus 2 x dx. Okay, so now as you can see, we still have y minus 2. This is considered as one expression. Okay, jangan pisahkan, jangan move 1 over y sahaja. Okay, y minus 2 is one expression. That means you have to move 1 over y minus 2 dy. Okay, this one thing is one expression. We move here, so that means bahagilah. So on the right hand side, we are left with x dx. Okay, so done. Just move to the second step, which is we have to integrate both sides. So integrate 1 over y minus 2 dy, integrate x dx. So integrate 1 over y minus 2, we will have ln modulus y minus 2, and here very simple, x squared over 2 plus c. So here is a little bit different from the previous video, which is we have a value here. Okay, we have a value for x and a value for y. X equals to 0 and y equals to apa ni? 5. Okay, so we are going to substitute at x equals to 0 and y equals to 5. We will have ln 5 minus 2 equals to 0 plus c. That means we will have ln 3 equals to c. So this will be our final answer for c. Our constant is actually ln 3. But we do not want to find the constant. Yes, we do want to find the constant, but the question asks to solve the equation. That means we want to find our y. So we will have to substitute. We have to substitute our c back into our general solution here. So this is your general solution. So we substitute back here. That means you will have ln modulus y minus 2 equals to x squared over 2 plus ln 3. So this is your particular solution. Okay, so very simple. So let's go straight to the second example. We have dy over dx equals to exponent 4x minus 3y. As you can see here, exponent 4x minus 3y, the power for the exponent has x and y. So what we can do to separate this is by using your index rule. So we will have dy over dx. So the first step is dy over dx. We can separate this part here because we have x and y. The first step is you have to separate x and y. So we can use the index rule. That means if the power minus, that means we have a division there. If for x divided by e3y. So now we can separate x and y. So we will have e3y dy and e4x dx. So go straight to the second step. We can integrate e3y dy equals to integrate e4x dx. Okay, integrate exponent, salin balik, divided by, differentiate the power. Over 3 equals to e4x over 4 plus c. Okay, so it's given to us y0 equals to 0. That means your x equals to 0, your y equals to 0. So at x equals to 0 and y equals to 0, we just substitute the value into the the general solution here. So we will have e 3 to the power 3 multiplied by 0, e also 0, 4. So we will have 1 over 3 minus 1 over 4 is equals to c. So we have the answer for c is equals to 1 over 12. Okay, but don't forget you have to put back into the general solution. Okay, saya kecilkan sikit. So the general solution, so our final answer will be from here. So that will be e3y over 3 equals to e4x over 4 plus our c is 1 over 12. So this is our particular solution. Okay, very simple. Just leave it like that. You don't have to make your y as a subject. Okay, unless the question asks or the question asks to show, or that is the only choices of answer that you have. Okay, now moving on to example C. We have 1 plus sine square x dy over dx, exponent negative 2y sine 2x. When x equals to 0, y equals to 1. So first, as I said, move the denominator on the other side first. Okay, so we have 1 plus sine square x dy equals to e negative 2y sine 2x dx. So it's easier for you to separate those x and y. So here's x, one expression. Okay, jangan pisahkan, jangan expandkan, you don't need to do anything. Okay, so what we can do here is everything move on the other side. So dia akan jadi bahagi. And here is your y expression. So this one need to move on the other side. So the same thing akan jadi bahagi. So bila e negative 2y, 1 over e negative 2y, kita tulislah negative 2y dy. Here we have sine 2x over 1 plus sine square x dx. So basically this one on the left hand side here, we can change that to exponent to y dy. And here your trigonometry, your double angle, this one can be changed to 2 sine x cos x, 1 plus sine square x dx. So the first step we separate, and the second step is just integrate both sides. So integrate e to y, very simple, just salin balik divided by the differentiate the power. So for this part we can use substitution. Okay, so we can use substitution. So we have u equals to 1 plus sine square x. Your du is equals to, differentiate 1, we get 0. Differentiate sine square x, you can use power rule, sine x square. So 4 step, ingat differentiate power rule, 4 step, power pindah depan. So we have to salin balik sine x, power tolak 1, that means power 1, differentiate dalam. So differentiate sine x, we get cos x. Okay, so that is your du to sine x cos x. As you look at the question here, you have you have 2 sine x cos x dx. So we can just simply substitute that into the equation. So we have 1 over u du. So now integrate the right hand side, we have ln modulus u plus c. So our u is ln 1 plus sine square x plus c. So this one kita dah buat, salin je balik, 2y over 2. So that is your general solution. So the question gave us the x and y here, so we have to substitute. So x equals to 0, y equals to 1. At x equals to 0 and y equals to 1, we have e to power 1, 2 power 1 over 2 equals to ln 1 plus sine square 0 plus c. Okay, So this one will be 0, this one will be E2 over 2. So your C is equals to E2 over 2. So back to the general solution here, we just substitute back our C. So that means we will have E2y over 2 equals to ln 1 plus sine square x plus E2 over 2. So this is our particular solution. Okay. Alright, so last example for particular solution for solving differential equation by using separable variables. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we have 2 dy over dx plus y square when y ln 2 is equals to 0. So as I said, yang di dalam ialah your x. So that means you have x equals to ln 2 and your y equals to 0. So first step, just separate everything. So how are we going to separate this? First, move this to the other side. Okay, so we have 2 dy over dx equals to 4 minus y square. That's one thing. Consider this as one expression. Okay, so now we are going to move dx on the other side. So we have 2 dy equals to 4 minus y square dx. Okay, but here is y, here is x, here is y. So that's not right. Move this as one expression, not only 4, not only y as one expression. So that means if we move this everything, sebab kat sini darabkan, that will be bahagi. So you will have 2 over 4 minus y squared dy equals to dx. Okay, so that is how we do separable variables. Okay. So as you can see from here, the constant, I leave it on the left hand side, so it's easier for us lah. So that is your first step. So now the second step is just integrate both sides. So integrate 2 over 4 minus y square. 4 minus y square dy is equals to integrate dx. So this one is not a problem. Integrate dx, simply get x. Sebab sini ialah 1. Okay, so this part here, 2 over 4 minus y square is actually your, how are we going to solve that? 2 over 4 minus y square. Cannot use power rule because the denominator is not linear. And tak boleh bawa naik atas juga. If you have 4 minus y square, yes, boleh bawa power naik atas. But now, we cannot do anything. Kalau tak boleh guna basic rules, tak boleh guna substitution, tak boleh guna by part. So, apa yang kita boleh buat ialah by using partial fractions. So, now we are going to use partial fraction here. You have 2 over 4 minus y square, which is 4 minus y square can be factorized as 2 plus y, 2 minus y. Alright. So, here we can expand. Both are linear factors. So, 2a over 2 plus y plus b over 2 minus y. So, find your constant here. Sini saya buat laju lah supaya I think most of you guys know how to do this one here. See, when x equals to 2, when x equals to negative 2. So here you have 2 equals to a. Sorry, here is b. 4. So we have b is equals to 1 over 2. And here 2 equals to a negative 4. Sorry, 4 here. So this is 4. So we still have a as 1 over 2. Okay, so we have the answer for our a and our b. Put back to the partial fraction there. 2 over 2 plus y, 2 minus y equals to 1 over 2. 2 plus y plus 1 over 2, 2 minus y. Okay, so now we are going to integrate this. Integrate dy, integrate dy. Alright, so remember this part here is from this part here. Okay, kita tulis balik. Apa yang kita nak cari ialah integrate 2 over 4 minus y square. Okay. 2 over 4 minus y square dy is equals to integrate dx. Okay, what we already found here is actually from the left hand side here. So we are going to change that to integrate 1 over 2 plus y plus 1 over 2 minus y dy equals to integrate dx. Okay, so now what are we going to do is just basically integrate everything. Okay, so 1 over 2, a constant. Okay, boleh bawa keluar. So we have ln 2 plus y. Here 1 over 2 is also a constant. So we have 1 over 2 ln 2 minus y. 2 minus y. And on the right hand side, integrate dx, simply jadi x plus c. Okay. So now, apa yang tertinggal dekat sini? This is correct. 1 over 2 is a constant. Integrate 1 over 2 plus y, we get ln 2 plus y. But for this one, 1 over 2 is a constant. But integrate 1 over 2 minus y, we get ln 2 minus y. But remember, you have to divide by differentiate dalam. Okay, which is differentiate 2 minus y, we get negative 1. So the answer here, kita akan dapat 1 over 2 ln 2 plus y minus 1 over 2 ln 2 minus y equals to x plus c. Okay, so that is your general solution. Okay, let's say if you want to make it simple, okay, we can make it simple. So here is your 1 over 2. 1 over 2 as a constant, kita boleh keluarkan 1 over 2. So you will have 1 over 2 ln 2 plus y minus ln 2 minus y, right? Equals to x plus c. So again, your rules of logarithm. We will have 1 over 2. Kalau tolak, dia akan jadi bahagi. That means we will have ln 2 plus y over 2 minus y equals to x plus c. Okay, your 2 from here can move on the other side. So we have ln 2 plus y over 2 minus y equals to 2x plus c. Yes, supposedly it can be 2c, but it is just the same. Okay, 2c and c is just the same, a constant. So what we have from the original equation is x equals to ln 2, y equals to 0. So when x equals to ln 2, y equals to 0, we just sub into the equation. So this is basically our general solution. Ln 2 plus 0, 2 minus 0 equals to 2 ln 2 plus c. So here you will have ln 2 plus 0 over ln 2 minus 0 is actually ln 1, which is equals to 0. So we have c equals to negative 2 ln 2, which can also be written as ln 2 power negative 2, which also can be written as ln 1 over 4, which also can be written as negative ln 4. Okay, so ini semua sama je. Okay, basically rules of logarithm depends on the question. Depends on the choices of answers. Okay, kalau subjective, anything diterima asalkan betul lah. So back to the general solution here. Kita tulis the final answer is ln 2 plus y over 2 minus y equals to 2x minus 2 ln 2. Okay, so this is our particular solution. Okay, you can write the answer as minus ln 4, correct. You can write the answer as plus ln 1 over 4, correct. Okay, all correct. Basically, if you have ln, maksudnya kalau kamu ada ln dalam soalan tu, the answer might be different from the given answers. Okay, so if you want to stop here, also can, tak ada masalah. Kalau kita stop dekat sini, boleh juga. Just terus substitutekan y and x here pun boleh juga. Okay, if you don't want to change into this. Dalam soalan ni saya just nak tunjuk in case, okay, the question give the choices of answers lain sikit. Okay, so that's all for separable variables. So this is your exit ticket for this class. For separable variables, we have 2 questions here. One, find the general solution. One, find the particular solution. Okay, so thank you guys. Bye bye.